In this week's vlog, I check out how my Sol Janeiro dupe is doing, fit some hair extensions for a friend, test out my wax melts range, and make the most of the first proper spring day of 2023. Hi, I'm Jenna, I run Revega and I help people to learn how to make skincare products. Today I'm going to be looking at something I did a little while back. So if you remember back in January, I did a dupe of Sol Janeiro's Brazilian cream. At the time, I knew the colour was a bit dark, but likely because of the extracts I found and having to leave out a couple of ingredients that I couldn't find. But if you remember, the texture was quite thin, see here on the left. Well, after about 2 weeks, it firmed up and the consistency was pretty much the same as Sol Janeiro. Aside from the product colour, it's a pretty good dupe. Stability-wise, it's also looking good. Obviously, I'm not going to be selling this, but I'll likely do my own microbiome testing anyway, as it's good to see how the products fare after periods of time. If you want to watch that video, I'll link it below. I also have a video about how to dupe your own products if you're interested in having a go yourself, so I'll link that too. This is how it looks on my hand now, both of them side by side, but I really love the consistency of it, and it's so silky and shiny. You can see in the pot here. So yeah, I definitely make this again. I have actually made another cream sort of based on it. That's also available to watch, and that's on my Patreon. I wouldn't recommend these jars though because look at that, they're just a mess. Anyway, for the rest of today, I've got some jobs to do in time for Monday. Those who've watched my How I Got Started video will know that I also fit hair extensions. I'm going to be refitting some for a friend on Monday, so today I need to dye up the extension hair so it matches. Alanas also the model on my flyers, as you can see here. The reason I'm dyeing the hair rather than blending the shades as usual, because I normally do loose fusion bonding, it's because she dyes her own hair. Sorry to out you, Elena. But that's because it'll fade over time, and we want the extensions to do the same to avoid them looking mismatched as time goes on. So because I'm dyeing them and we use a particular type of resin on her hair, I'm also using pre-bonded hair instead of loose hair. This just avoids it getting in a mess when colouring. Whilst dyeing the hair, I've also been melting down some wax for some melts that I'll be taking with me. Normally I'd wait a couple of weeks before using melts after they've been made, but I've run out of time this week. I'm using soy wax, and I like to allow it to get to about 80 to 85 degrees C before adding the fragrance. I've heard, and from tests I've done, I argue it's correct, that heating to that kind of temperature allows for the fragrance to combine better with the wax, and therefore the results will be a better scent throw. Once the fragrance is added, I'll stir for a good few minutes and allow it to cool to 60 degrees C before I pour. I'm using these snap bar silicone moulds, and each bar ends up around 55 grams in weight using these. Once poured, I'll wait a while until that's set, and while it's doing that, I'm going to wash out the extension hair and condition and dry it thoroughly for Monday's install. Right, it's Monday morning. These are ready to be packaged and taken with me. Like I mentioned before, normally I'd allow them to cure longer so the scent can bind properly, but I need them for today. It's Monday morning and it's time to go to Alanas to go and put in her hair extensions and test out some wax melts and things. So come along with me, her house is something to behold. Alana has her own interior design business and a YouTube channel to match, so I'll link that below for anyone wanting to have a better look at her house and get some interior design tips. So I'm now going to fit Alana's hair extensions. I don't normally fit pre-bonded extensions as I'm not really a fan, but like I said earlier, it's easier to use these when you're colouring them. When I refit them next time, I'll be doing my usual loose fusion bonds using a resin stick melted through an applicator, as these results are always nicer and it's easier to control the size of the bonds. We didn't want to waste the resin on the ends of the pre-bonded, which is why we've kept them. If you're looking for a way to add extra income into your cosmetics business or just in general, then hair extensions are a really great way to do this. I actually teach loose fusion extensions as clients are realising that this method offers more versatility than others and it's much kinder to the hair. This is assuming the client follows the correct aftercare. If you want to know more, then drop me a message because I do have a course teaching this available on my website as well. The benefit of offering hair extensions alongside your cosmetic business is that you can make your own shampoos and conditioners and products so that you can have merchandising by the side of the chair, and then more clients will see your products and then you'll get the margins from that as well. It's a really good upsell. And here's the finished product on Alana's hair. She wanted it for thickening and lengthening. We're really pleased with the results. So the next task was to test out the wax melts I made. Obviously the scent throw isn't going to be quite as strong at the moment, but I just wanted to do a little demo for the video, and Alana's house is so beautiful that yeah, it's a great place to do it. I'll be releasing these in the next coming months for sale in my own special scent blend with really good scent throw. Back from Alana's and going to make the most of the nice spring weather and take a quick walk before closing out the vlog. Thanks for watching. Drop a thumbs up in the comments if you like vlog content, and don't worry, I will have my normal formula every Sunday. And if you want more formulas, you can go check out my Patreon, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.